Hey, what's going on, everyone? Vega here for Serpent X Tech, and it's time for our monthly roundup of what was the most profitable cryptocurrencies to mine throughout the month of November 2024. Both October and November have been great. Bitcoin making new all-time highs, altcoins rising to newer levels, but it has not replaced the Ethereum high we used to get GPU mining back in the day. Still, there's still some gems out there. And in this series, we take RTX 3060, 6 of them, and put them against the RX 6600 XT from AMD. Kind of the middle of the road, best bang for the buck. Quick, 6 GPU rig up and running and hashing away at the at-home enthusiasts all the way up to the higher end. And look at the data. What is it showing us? And what we should consider mining in the future. Now, quick word is that today's video is sponsored by Crypto Miner Bros, but more on that in just a moment. The data right now, as of today, is if you're looking at NVIDIA, Aleo's looking pretty good. Zealous is looking pretty good. Ironfish, Telestia, Carlson, Pugdag, Ergo, right? Those are the top coins. And if we look at the current electrical rate, which I do have it at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, which is high for some of us in the United States, but is the national average here in the USA, whereas compared to some of my EU family or India or Russia or even China, the electric rate is completely different. Some paying 40 cents per kilowatt hour, and it's really atrocious what these electrical companies are getting away with. But that's a different video for a different day. But you can't go wrong, and if you mine one of the top cryptocurrencies with your 3060, 6 of them in total, you're going to be making around 30 cents a day profit, sometimes negative 13 cents, sometimes 10 cents, depends on the day. On the AMD side of things, kind of the same thing. At the same electrical rate, we got Ironfish, we got Carlson, a lot of the ProgPal / Kapow type tokens towards the top of the chart, which we've seen many a times in the past for both AMD and NVIDIA. And right now, if you mine, you're making anywhere from 50 cents all the way down to the same thing. You're going to start getting into the negatives. You can see a lot of the ProgPal, Kapow tokens on AMD, specifically the 6600 XT, very efficient. You see that we got a number of coins, in the 30, 13, 10 cent area. So $1 something a day, right? Almost $2 a day. But then after electricity, more like 50 to 10 cent a day. Whereas NVIDIA, we only have a handful that are in the positive, while a majority of them are only like 7 cents, 4 cents, 14 cents, so on and so forth, but not as dominated by ProgPal or Kapow tokens. We do have Meowcoin up here, but other than that, not a lot of those. But I do have the data for all of November. However, a quick word, if you allow me, from today's video sponsor. Today's content has been brought to you by cryptominerbros.com, who's actually been in the industry for a hot minute, and they bring you all the latest offerings from your favorite ASIC manufacturers like Ice River, Bitmain, Goldshell, WhatsMiner, and so much more. And even as they continue to expand, while they're headquartered in Hong Kong, they have distribution centers here in North America that can save you money on import duties. You can check out all the latest offerings in their shop. Link is in the description, and save some money with coupon code SERPENTX on checkout. But give them a follow on social media, because if they are going to release any new products or there's any new announcements, they will let you know, and at competitive prices according to the industry. They also provide additional information and some pretty good insight on their blog page. So just check them out. Link is in the description, and a huge thanks for them supporting our channel. Appreciate you hanging tight for us. Now let's get into that data for November. On the NVIDIA side, we have Aleo, which stayed consistently in the top. Ergo making a huge comeback, consistently in the top 10 on the NVIDIA side of things. So it's good to see some of these legacy tokens, even Ravencoin, looking pretty good as far as profitability. But GPU mining, while it hasn't hit that high of the Ethereum days, is looking better than it was before. So anyways, the top 10 were Aleo, Ergo, Conceal, Skydoge, Pugdag, Bitcoin Gold, Cortex, BlockX, Hootsat, and Dynex. Now, Dynex was closer to the top end of the top 10 the previous month, but has fallen towards the bottom of the spectrum this month around. Now, we have Zealous, which was consistently in the top 10 towards the beginning of the month, fell off, and now here we are again. It's in the top 10, but it started to struggle towards the tail end there. Conflux, Pyron, dual mining. Pyron, we all know what happened to that, so be careful. I mean, you can dual mine it and, like using unmineable or whatever, nice hash. to automatically take profits into Bitcoin or whatever currency you want. And then Pulsar coin was the last one. That's the top 13. The top 10 is where we want to focus our attention. On the AMD side of things, we got Ironfish, we got Ravencoin, we got AIDPin, we got Neoxa, we got Clore, NeuroAI, Carlson, PugDag, Grin, and then Flux. Now, we all know what's going on with the Flux situation. It's not really Flux. It's Zelcore, and it's a wallet, and it may have been a situation where the Zelcore wallet might have some vulnerabilities, but again, that's going to be something in a different video. We already talked about that during my Caffeine and Crypto live stream, but it's Zelcore, not Flux itself. So the two different things. Don't want to get it confused, and I really hope that they allow Yeti Audits, myself, Yeti, to dig into the code and present you guys a proper audit, in my opinion. But again, another video for another day. However, you can see that this chart has been dominated by a lot of the Kapow or ProgPow type tokens. We got a few odd liars out here like PugDag, Grin, and Flux. You can see SkyDoge, Xano, even Bitcoin Gold climbing back up in the charts, which is very interesting to me. Bitcoin Gold is one of the OGs out there. Now, if you had to tell me, hey, I'm only going to focus on 3 coins, Chris, what is your top 3 coins, period? And I have a mixed rig of NVIDIA, AMD. I would probably say you couldn't go wrong with a ProgPow, Kapow type token, right? Like Telest AI has been climbing up the charts. I think it's fallen down on the AMD side here. You can see it's still technically in the top 10, but it's fallen down. That's one token that I'm personally going after. However, if we look at the charts, it's not even on my data, and that's because it only started popping off towards the end of November. But yeah, like a Telest AI, a Ravencoin, one of the Ironfish is pretty good, right? But as far as a mixed rig goes, look at Bitcoin Gold. Looking good not only on NVIDIA, but almost in the top 10 on AMD. Maybe you might be able to get lucky, hang on to a bag of this, and then sell it as the bull market continues. But Ergo's looking good, Aleo's looking good, Conceal's looking good. As far as the NVIDIA side of things, SkyDoge, PugDag, look at PugDag. Middle of the road for NVIDIA, almost middle of the road for AMD. That could be a good one that you can stack a bunch of. Wait for the bull market to come into fruition and at the height, and then take profits. But that's going to be up to you and your convictions. I would like to see Dynex get some more price discovery and climb up these charts. Fell off of AMD. It's still in the top 10 for NVIDIA, but not consistently in the top 10. I would like to see that sustain long term. Hootsat is a project that I like, but I don't see it consistently in the data. It was in the past, just like a Pyron or any other Caspa fork like Carlson, but they're not consistently up there. Like you don't see Carlson on NVIDIA, but you do see it on AMD. So if you can focus and have your AMD GPUs separated from your NVIDIA GPUs, then I would focus on whatever your best AMD rigs can do, and then NVIDIA focus on whatever your NVIDIA rigs can do. And you can use tools like hashrate.no, whattomine.com, Awesome Miner, MMPOS, and Retro Mike even has, I believe, an auto switcher for Hive. If not, MMPOS might be coming in the future. Don't quote me on that. To where it automatically targets those profitable currencies out of a list of currencies that you want. But stay tuned to the channel. If there is any updates that I need to bring you, I will bring you. But that is the data for the month of November. I want to hear from you, though, down in the comment section. What are you mining? What do you want to mine? What are you focusing on mining? And are you GPU mining at all? Now that the bull market's starting to come alive, are you getting back in? Did you sell your GPUs and now you're getting back into the game? Or you never let go of your GPUs and you've always been hammering away? I want to know from you. I really love you guys. I appreciate the community. It's such a great community to be a part of. You all stay positive out there. Be good to one another. And do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. Get subscribed. Hit the notification button to stay up to date. As well as check out additional links in the description to help support the channel and what we do here. Like to our today's video sponsor, Crypto Miner Bros. Huge thank you to them. And by supporting sponsors who sponsor our channel, you support the channel. And I appreciate every single one of you. You all have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. I'll catch you next one.